Hello, everybody. It is my pleasure to welcome you to another wonderful segment of our Fiverr Masterclass. And I believe so much by now you already know your niche and you have know your competitor on Fiverr, and you have copied some some related tags, and also you have already know the less competitor in your niche. Now, there are a lot of things I believe you have learned in the past as a theoretical aspect and practical and some little practical aspect on how you can be a successful freelancer on Fiverr. Now we are going to put all these things into practical. Now remember, I asked you guys to copy some relevant tags, and I asked you guys to monitor the way I manner the pro and the level 2 or level 1 seller, the way I manner they wrote their gig description. I told you guys to do that. That is why I ask you guys to copy some relevant tags and make sure you know a less competitor niche. So let's put all those things in practical. Now, before we start to create our gigs, so having know all these 4 keywords on the screen that you can see on my screen right here, having know all these things, so the next thing to do is to write down our relevant gig description. So I have write a description for this particular gig I'm going to create now as an example. So let me bring it out from MX Word. Now you can see on the screen right here that this is the description of the gig, and I'm going to create a gig on a billboard banner niche. Yeah. So now if you read the description here, have you been looking for where to design a billboard banner, film banner, POP up banner, and roll up backdrop for your business? All this means relevant keywords. Well, search no further, because in this billboard banner design gig, I will design outstanding billboard banner, retractable standing in 24 hours, and for sure you are getting a creative design concept. I have done a lot of banner design for various companies, and my creative design is of no doubt. I will be the perfect person to provide you with creative graphic design. Now, next to it is this is a link to the to my past profile, whereby customer can view the previous design I have made, so that will give them a kind of confidence to hire me. Now you still have another opportunity to advertise other services you can render, such as this and that. Now you need to tell them, your prospective buyer, why do they need to choose your gig. So number 1 here is unlimited revision, unique design concept, 100% customer satisfaction, money back guarantee if you don't like my design, quick response to any change. All right. So now finally, feel free to contact me if you have any question. Thank you, Graphics Guru 201. So this is how you write a compelling and well detailed gig description, and this description is what I'm going to use to create a billboard banner gig on Fiverr. Now before I will head straight to the Fiverr to create the gig, I want you guys to take note of one thing here. Now you need to know that for your gig you are going to use an image, or you need to know your gig, are you going to use a video. Now for this example practical gig, I'm going to make use of image for the gig. Now one of the things you need to take note is that the title of the gig. Now here I'm going to make use of this title. I will design billboard banner, right? I will design outstanding printable, let me add it here, printable, right? Printable billboard banner. So I will design, me start from here. So I will design outstanding printable billboard banner. So let me make it more bold. Okay, so printable billboard banner, right? So I'm going to right click and I will copy. Now I have to go to my gig image. So this is the gig image right here. So let me open it up. So you need to know the size of fiverrgig image. How do we know that? So this is the gig image I'm going to use for this service, right? So how do you know the gig image size? So let me zoom the camera. Now you need to take your, so let me right click. So there is actual size for gig image on Fiverr. So I will select property. So then I'll go to details. Now you can see the dimension of the image. So it's going to be 550 by 370 pixels. So you need to be very good on how you can do the dimension. You can use Photoshop, you can use CorelDRAW to do gig image thumbnail. So you just have to know the actual size so that you don't have issue when you are uploading when you are uploading gig thumbnail. So that is that. Now, having know the size of your gig image, another thing is that the title I copied previous one, I'm going to use it for this image right here. So I will right click on this image now. So I will go to rename. Then I will cancel the current one. Then I will right click and paste. So I'm going to use this title of the gig as the name of the image. So this is called image SEO. I'm going to click on OK. Now you can see the image name has changed to I will design outstanding printable billboard banner. So we have done with all these things. We have done with gig description. We have done with image SEO, gig image thumbnail SEO that has to do with title of the gig. Now let's go to Fiverr and start and see how we can create this billboard banner gig. So this method is applicable to whatever niche you want to find yourself. All you have to do is to understand the basic and see how you can apply the method to create your own first gig on Fiverr. So let's go to Fiverr. Here we are. So I'm going to create a new tab. Then I'll go to Fiverr here. All right, so I have already logged into my Fiverr account. So in some cases, if your Fiverr does not open this way, you just have to log in. So when you log in, you will make sure you see that your Fiverr ID is going to be here, right? So this is my ID. Hi, Graphics Guru 201. So that is my ID. This simply means that I have already logged in into Fiverr. But if in some cases you may have to need to log in with your username and password, simple as that. So now having logged into your Fiverr, it open up like this, right? The next thing you have to do is to go to your profile. All right, so how do we get to the profile? So you can come to the top here where you see my picture here. So you click on it. In some cases your picture might not be there. Maybe you have not had your picture. So now you select profile. All right, so this is my profile right now. what you need to do here is that you need to look for create a new gig. You can see the tab here. So these are my previous gig. I have 6 gig already that have been inactive. So I want to add a new one, and I want you guys to take note of every step I'm taking to create the gig. It's a very simple thing. All you have to do is to follow normal procedure. So I have to come here and click on create new gig. So now I have to make use of a search bar now. So come to the search bar, and I'll type billboard. So I'll type billboard banner. Let's see the result. I think I'm having a network issue here. So you can see here we have billboard banner design, we have billboard banner design, and we have billboard, right? So I'm going to select the first one here, billboard design. So let's see the result. So from there we will pick some tags and we make use of them. All right, so you can see the result here is, let me zoom the camera. So the result here for this service available here is 1,405. So which simply means that if I create a gig here, there are responsibility for me to make sales fast than going to where we have about 15,000 available services or 25,000 available services. That is crazy. So this is the advantages of do extensive research, extensive niche research before you can create your gig. You will know where you are going to make it fast. So now, if I scroll down now, what are we? I'm interested here in the people that make it to the front page. So those are the one I'm going to spy here. So how do we do that? So I'm going to pick this number one here. So you can see the gig title. I will right click on it and I will open it in a new tab. I will come here, I will select this, right click again, open a new tab, right click here again, open a new tab, that's 3, and right click here again, open in a new tab. So I will have to scroll down now and pick from the center. So I will start here. I will right click on here and open in a new tab. I will right click on here and open in a new tab. I'll pick on this again, open a new tab. I will right click here, open in a new tab. Okay, so now these are the people I'm going to make use of their information to create my own billboard banner, right? So now if I start from here, let me see the information about this gig right here.